This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
The Lone Star Conference is a 22-game grind. The Cameron Aggies, after 12 games, are 6-6 with 10 games left to play. 6 of them are at home beginning tonight as the Aggies host Texas A&M International in both a men's and women's game. Women coming up first to take on the Dust Devils from Texas A&M International. We're looking for a good game here from the Aggies. Good evening, everyone. I'm Steve Adams along with Eric Sherem as we get set for tonight's game between the Aggies and the Dust Devils. And, you know, as we go through this season, Eric, you know, it does at times seem a little bit like a grind. You know, it's 2 games a week for forever, it seems like. I mean, we still got 5 weeks of the season left. But this team right now, only the one injury really to Cammie Porter. She's, you know, we've lost her for the season, you know, so physically this team's in good shape. And with 2 big wins last week, they're playing pretty well.
Yeah, it's, you know, Coach said that when you even asked, and she'll talk about this in the pregame coaches show, is, you know, is that really an effect right now? And she goes, you know, our kids win or loss, you know, they're just kind of in that routine, and they're not bogged down as much as what you just expressed, you know, as far as looking at the long haul, and good for them. I mean, you know, you're just kind of like, at least we hope that they're not seeing this as a grind. Well,
2 big wins last week. The Aggies traveled to the University of Arkansas Fort Smith for the first time ever, and they won that game by a score of 73-68 as Megan Hedge led the team in scoring once again with 29 points. But the nice surprise was you know, when this happens, we shouldn't even be surprised anymore. Maka came off the bench, had 18 points for the Aggies, 7 rebounds, and you know, that was just quality time. 18 points in 17 minutes off the bench for the Aggies. And then on Saturday they went to Oklahoma Christian, and the Aggies came out with a 79-71 victory. And we don't say this very often, but they won this game at the free throw line. The Aggies were 24-33 from the line. Oklahoma Christian 13-22. So the Aggies made 11 more free throws in a game they won by 8 points. So, you know, that was important, and none bigger than Stephanie Peterson. I think in the fourth quarter she was 8 for 10, 9 for 10, something like that. And it was, in fact, she kept driving into the lane, throwing up a little hook shot, getting fouled, and going to the line. I thought, well, that's Megan, because, you know, you're watching on you know, a wide angle, and you go, no, it's Stephanie. And then it happened again. I go, well, there's Megan. No, it was Stephanie again. So Stephanie Peterson just had a great game for the Aggies. She led them in scoring in that game for the second time this year that she's led them in scoring with 18 points. Michaela James, another surprise, had 13 points. We had Whitney Eaton scored 12. Ava Batiste had 10. And so the Aggie and Megan probably had, well, her worst conference game of the year, only scored 8 points in that game. And she'd been in double digits every other conference game. So here you got a situation where you got your top scorer, the leading scorer in the conference. She has a down night, and other people step up and make it happen, and that was really huge for the Aggies.
And what I like about this team is we've seen that week after week. You can go back to Jasmine Lester, which we thought she had she had her career high in that game when, you know, and they contributed. And so the ones you mentioned, and I'm not going to take this stat away from you, but you were telling me what our bench has produced. as far as points.
The people we have on the bench today, and it's we've got 4 players on the bench that have multiple starts. We've got 27.5 points sitting on the bench when this game tips, and that's huge.
And as I said to you, that's a quarter worth of points. I mean, in a good game, I mean, it's just if you can put that in a quarter, then you've really. And so coming off the bench, that's big. And so and I know Coach said in the very beginning we're young, but they're getting a lot of experience, and now that's translating into success and back-to-back wins. Hopefully, looking for their third.
Well, okay, we'll talk to the head coach of the Cameron Aggies, Emma Andrews, after we take this opening timeout. You're watching Cameron Women's Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Baby, it's cold outside, but it's warm here at Fluffy's Discount Liquor, Beer, and Wine. You do for everyone else. Now it's time to treat yourself. Always remember, Fluffy loves you.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. Today's goal? Create a cake masterpiece. What do you think? I should let an expert like Bronwyn help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We know the right ingredients for your small business to succeed. See us for loans, cash flow tools, equipment financing, and more. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest.
No.
Watch Bronwyn create sweet art at our experts' website.
Comanche County Memorial Hospital is proud to care for our patients through all phases of life, from our tiniest patients in the region's only NICU, comprehensive heart care, emergency services, orthopedics, robotic surgery, to home health and hospice. The staff and physicians provide quality care with advanced technology for all of your healthcare needs. Your community hospital, our family caring for yours.
Visiting with the head women's basketball coach at Cameron University, Emma Andrews, whose team last week went on the road, beat Arkansas Fort Smith 73-68. Then they beat Oklahoma Christian 79-71. Now back to 6-6 in conference. It was a good week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a really good week. It was a fun week to watch our girls take that next step and then stay there. I think we've shown potential where we get to that point where we're close but never kind of get over the hurdle. I think last week was a huge week for them, and it was really good. It was a really good team week, not necessarily individuals, but just defensively, they all stepped up together.
Well, let's talk about some individuals, because it was kind of nice to see some other people. I mean, we've been relying on Megan so much lately, and then against Arkansas Fort Smith, Amaka back on the court, scores 18 points. And then Saturday, it was Stephanie Peterson with 18. Michaela James scores 13. Yeah. You got to be excited about getting some production from other places.
We've always talked about it that, around January we'll probably start finding our stride, just because we had such a young team and young kids. And I think last week, I thought our older kids shared the ball really well, and our young kids were confident with it. And so, as I said, I think this week you watched a lot of progress as a team, and I'm really hoping that they stay there. But I was so happy for our 2 freshmen, and Amaka, the first game, unreal. Defensively, big stops at big times, and she had a big part of why we won that game.
Well, we rely on Ava Batiste and Megan Hedge so much for points. It's a unusual game when they're both kind of not cold, so to speak, and to have other people step up was what's really important.
Yeah, we hit halftime at Oklahoma Christian, and Ava was 0 for 6 and Megs was 1 for 6, and we were down by 3, and we said, okay, well, we're in decent shape here. And so without those 2 scoring and still in that bowl game, it was exciting to watch other kids really take the lead.
And last year we had so many close games that we didn't win. Just have those close games. Oklahoma Christian, I was watching that game, and it seemed like Stephanie, every time we got the ball, she's driving, getting fouled, going to the line, making free throws. To be able to say, hey, we can win these close games as well.
These kids do a really good job at buying into our system. And so even when it's a tight game, they don't try and go out there and do their own thing, or they just listen and they stay with what got us there and what our plan is. And I think that's the fun thing about young kids. They're willing to learn and go with that, and it paid off this week.
We got 10 games left in the Lone Star Conference. are you at a point where you can say, okay, we got to win 7 of these, or are you still looking at it, it's just one game at a time type of thing?
You know, you always look kind of long-term a little bit as a coach. You try not to let them do that. But if you don't win the next game, you're in bad shape. So the next game's always the most important game. And so these 2 games are important because they're at home and they're at teams that are kind of in that same little situation as us. And so we need to take both of these, if not at least one.
Well, they go on the road and they win a couple of games. You know, they've come back. You know, what's their attitude? They're not getting a little too cocky now, are they? You won't let them do that?
I don't think that that's them. No, they work the same whether they win or they lose, and it was good to see them have some success last week. But, you know, our practices haven't changed, and we still watched the bad stuff even though we won. You know, that's what you got to get better at. And so you treat it the same, win or lose, you coach it the same, they play it the same, and you see what happens next.
You know, at this point in the season, you go to practice, you maybe coming up with some new plays or new defensive strategies for them, you know, still introducing new things to them?
I wouldn't necessarily say like new philosophies, but maybe a couple of new quick hitter plays and stuff like that just to switch it up, or baseline out of bounds plays. But our defense is now pretty set, I think, and we just got to get better at that. I think most teams now will have that core philosophy in, and just now the team that executes it the best will win.
Well, let's talk about A&M International. They're 4-9 in the conference. They've lost 7 in a row. You know, that sounds like a trap game, doesn't it?
It does, but, you know, I think that's really misleading, too, because when you look at it, they've only lost by like 3 or 4 every game. So they're a great team, too. They're this close, and I think they're waiting for that one thing that gets them over their edge, too. And so although it looks bad, they're a really good side, and they won their first 4, lost their last 7. But again, every game for them has been within 3 or 4 points, and those type of games really could go either way. So,
is this going to be a run up and down the court game, or a sit back and play defense kind of thing?
You know, we're going to try and slow it down a little bit because International play a little bit similar to Texas A&M Commerce in terms of they're out full court trying to pressure you the whole time, deny the wings. Their offense is very, very fast paced, and so we're going to start in more of a defensive look that hopefully slows them down a little bit and makes them execute things that they don't want to execute.
All right, Emma Andrews, head women's basketball coach here at Cameron University. Coach, good luck in the game.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And we'll be back with more right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Feet. We use them every day, working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
When it's cold outside, you can always layer up. But when your furnace gives out, hey, a blanket fort can only do so much. Call 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning to replace your old furnace with a new high-efficiency one. And we'll always stand by our work. Warming up in there, Dave?
Yeah, but my toes are still blue.
Those are your socks, Dave.
Take $500 off a new furnace today.
Your comfort is just a call away. Call 1 Hour.
Well, that's the scene from the Aggie Gym as we get set for tonight's game between Cameron University women and Texas A&M University Dust Devils. I think this is the only time I have heard of a team.
Now, are they the Dust Devilettes, or hate to say that because, you know, I mean, one's a team mascot, and then sometimes they kind of feminize it, is the best way to say it. I got you. You're staying away from it.
I'm staying away from it. Coach Nate Vogel, first-year coach at A&M International, and he's kind of got his hands tied tonight. One of his normal starters is not here as we take a quick look at the starting lineups for each team. For Cameron, we see that Carly Miller stays in the starting lineup. She started the last 2 games, those 2 games on the road. I asked Coach, I said, well, you know, what's the thought about Carly in the lineup? She said, well, she's been playing a lot better, and we used her the last 2 games when we won them, so I'm not going to break away from that what we got going right now. So Miller, the 5'11 freshman, gets just her third start of the year. She's from Edmond, Oklahoma. The rest of them are the usual suspects: Logan Collier, Megan Hedge, Ava Batiste, and Whitney Eaton gets her 10th start of the year for the Aggies. For A&M International, though, they are without Christina Ortega, probably their third leading scorer. She's a senior from Tucson, Arizona, did not make the trip, but Ava Langston, who has 14 starts for them, will get the start instead for A&M International. Nicole Haines, their second leading scorer, comes off the bench. She started 17 games for them, but hasn't started the last 2 or 3, so she'll be coming in off the bench as well. And Eric, you just don't know, because we know that Coach Andrews has, got a little touch of the flu, as we'd like to say, even though I like to say there's no such thing.
No such thing as a touch, yeah.
And so, someone like Nicole Haines, who's their second leading scorer, she might just be down a little bit. And, we've heard that some of the players on some of the other teams here at Cameron have got got some flu as well. So, but the Aggies, as far as this team goes, they're all pretty healthy, and that's a good thing. So we're going to take this final time out, and then we'll be back with starting lineups and the start of the game right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bridges and Buckner Dentistry at 1802 Northwest 52nd Street has over 32 years of combined experience. They serve Southwest Oklahoma for implant placement and final restorations using guided surgery and CEREC technology. This enables them to do same-day crowns in the office. Call to set up your appointment today or visit them online at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
The quivers, the shivers, goosebumps. That's what our customers say before we repair their furnace. 1 hour heating and air conditioning will fix it right. Stand by our work, all at a fair price. And that's when we hear awesomeness, outstanding, and you're a total genius. Okay, I threw that last one in. Right now, get $50 off any repair.
Your comfort is just a call away. Call 1 hour.
A strong tradition of academic excellence, a commitment to community, and a rich history of athletic success, the Lone Star Conference has long been known as a leader in intercollegiate athletics. Now with 19 institutions that embody the best in college sports, the Lone Star Conference is the largest and most dynamic conference in NCAA Division II. 19 members strong, 19 members proud. This is the new Lone Star Conference.
They're introducing the starting lineup for A&M International. It's Patricia Jaworski, a 5'8 junior from Wrocław, Poland. Their leading scorer, 12.7 points and 3 rebounds a game. Clara Fernandez, a 6-foot freshman from Victoria, Spain, 4 points and 3 rebounds a game. Ava Langston, a 6'1 junior from New Plymouth, New Zealand, 5 points and 3.5 rebounds a game. It is international for sure.
Yeah.
Jaden Gonzalez, a 5'4 senior from Plainview, Texas, and Jocelyn Greer, a 5'10 senior from Panama City, Florida. For the Aggies, there's Logan Collier, a 5'5 junior from Hera, Oklahoma, averaging 3 points and 3 rebounds a game. Megan Hedge, the 5'7 sophomore from Melbourne, Australia, 20.1 points a game, 4 rebounds, leading the Lone Star Conference in scoring. Ava Batiste, a 5'8 senior from Elgin, Oklahoma, just down the road, 16.5 points and 4 rebounds a game for Ava. We talked about Carly Miller getting the start for the Aggies, a 5'11 freshman from Edmond, Oklahoma, 3 points and 3 rebounds a game. And there's Whitney Eaton, a 6-foot freshman from Oklahoma City, averaging 5 points and 3 rebounds a game for the Aggies. And Eric, the nice thing, when you look at this, you see on the bench you got Stephanie Peterson, who started 6 games. McKenna Spikes has started 9 games. Michaela James has started 11 games. Amaka started 6 games for the Aggies. And we mentioned earlier, 27 points sitting on the bench right there with and with Jasmine Luster. And they can put some points on the board when they come into the basketball game. In fact, Stephanie was the leading scorer against Oklahoma Christian. Amaka came off the bench and scored 18 against Arkansas Fort Smith. So we're getting ready to tip this one off. And we'll look to see Whitney Eaton will be jumping center for the Aggies, as she does when she starts. And stepping in for A&M International, Clara Fernandez, the 6-foot freshman from Vitoria, Spain. So we're all ready to go. Lone Star Conference action. The Aggies 6-6. International 4-9 in conference play. They started 4-1 and are on an 8-game losing streak. They do like to pressure get up and down and press the ball. Aggies going to work the perimeter, kick it out. Here's Ava Batiste, and she hits a 3 to start the game. Ava Batiste, the all-time career 3-point shooter in Aggie history, both for a game and a career. A&M International goes down low. Turn, shot up, no good. We have a foul right off the bat against the Aggies. I think that's going to be on Megan.
It's good to see Ava just hit right out of the gate. And the last time that we were here at home, she struggled in that first half for threes.
So at the line for International, this will be Jocelyn Gear. And she misses the first free throw. A&M International, a 67% free throw shooting team. Aggies, on the other hand, shoot about 73%. Boy, a big free throw game against Oklahoma Christian last Saturday. And she makes the second one. It's 3-1 Cameron. Just underway. They're going to pressure the basketball. Carly Miller gets it back to Megan Hedge. She gets it across midcourt. She had Ava streaking under the basket for a moment. Ava back out. Logan Collier now at the basketball. Back to Ava. Ava goes inside. She's going to throw it up off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound is tipped about 4 times before International comes away with it. This is Jocelyn Gear. Gets it over to Patricia Jaworski. They're going to work the perimeter. This is Jaden Gonzalez. Gonzalez launches a 3. It's off the side of the rim. No good. Rebound comes off to Carly Miller. Logan Collier almost has the ball stolen, hangs on to it, gets around the corner. She's going to lose it momentarily, and we've got a foul on the floor.
I know they're not going to like that, but, you know, they pressed. They had two defenders there, and one just got caught.
Jaden Gonzalez, the senior from Plainview, Texas, guilty of the foul. Aggies lead early, 3-1 on a 3-point shot by Ava Batiste. Eaton comes all the way out and gets the pass. Collier down low to Eaton. She kicks it back out. Here's Carly Miller for 3 points. 6-1. Cameron has an early lead with 2 3-pointers a minute and a half into the game. Gonzalez works it around to Langston. Here's on the near side Gear. Back to Gonzalez. Gets it down low. Langston. Oh, she almost gets tied. She does get tied up. Carly Miller once again. So we talked about, Carly Miller, why she's starting. Well, there she's hit a 3-pointer. She's gotten a rebound there. She just tied up one. So Nicole Haines checks in for the Dust Devils. She is their second leading scorer. She's from Spanish Fork, Utah. Dust Devils work the perimeter. Gonzalez with it, looking for somewhere to go. Stolen by Miller, and she's going to have to hold up on the far wing. Gets it off to Eaton, kicks it back to Collier. She's going to launch a 3. It's off the side of the rim, no good, and it's 2 Dust Devils fighting over it, and finally Gear has it.
Good run, just couldn't get it to count.
This is Hain rather with the basketball. Here's a 3 by Jaworski, and she makes it. Patricia Jaworski, a 29% 3-point shooter, hits that one, and it's 6-4. In their double overtime loss to UT Tyler, International shot 48 3-pointers.
Wow.
But they only made 9 of them. And Megan Hedge goes inside and lays it up off the glass for 2 points, and the Aggies lead 8-4. So they will shoot the 3. As a team, they shoot 29% from the 3-point line. And here's another one. And it's off the back of the rim from Fernandez. Ava Batiste has the rebound. Hedge goes into the middle of the floor. Kicks it back out to Miller. She thought about shooting it. Back to Hedge. Back to Miller. Got 12 on the shot clock. Oh, Ava Batiste open for three, and she's got it. 3.5 minutes into it, Ava Batiste has 2. The single game record is 10. Not that I'm expecting that, but just something to keep in mind.
She's done it before.
She hit 5 1/4 earlier this year. This is Langston. She gets it down low to Jaworski, and Miller now has her first foul. Oh, they said that was on Megan Hedge, and Megan Hedge has 2 fouls. 4 minutes into the game. So she comes up, out, and coming in, we've got Michaela James, the 5'9 freshman from Corpus Christi, and also we get Stephanie Peterson, the 5'10 freshman from Broomfield, Colorado. There's a shot underneath, no good, and Michaela James has the rebound for the Aggies. Oh, Ava Batiste gets it to Uten. Ava Batiste looked like she was going to run over that Dust Devil, but able to maintain control. There's Peterson. And there's a three-point shot by Ava Batiste. And the Aggies lead at 14-4. Ava's got 3 in the first 4 minutes of the basketball game. There's Aggie defense fell asleep there, and there's a pass underneath to Hain, and she lays it up, and it's good.
No one home.
There's a lob underneath by Michaela James, and nobody there but Dust Devils. Long pass down court. This is Jaworski. She goes in the lane. Her shot's no good. She gets a rebound. Her shot's up no good. She draws a foul.
I think that last one was trying to go down to Uton down low, and this is miscommunication. No one home and turnover.
Michaela James is guilty of committing the foul. Logan Collier is going to come out, and
Here comes Amaka.
From Abuja, Nigeria. Checks in, a 5'7 senior, averaging 10 points. She's the number 3 scorer on the team for the Aggies this year.
That's our side of the international border.
Yeah. Well, that in Australia.
Yeah.
And first free throw is no good. This is Jaworski. Her second free throw is good. So they are 2 of 4 from the free throw line. The Aggies lead at 14-7. Stephanie Peterson brings the ball up for the Aggies. She gets it to Ava Batiste. Loses it momentarily, gets a shot up and off the glass and good. She has 11 points here in the first 5 minutes of the basketball game. Jaworski gives it to Hain. Back to Gonzalez for International. And tried to get a bounce pass down low to Langston. Amaka got her foot out. She knocked it out of bounds. There's a timeout on the court. 4:54. Cameron 16. Texas A&M International 7. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hey, it's Al Eschbach. Let me tell you about Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke, Oklahoma. They have over 110 years supporting the community and adding style and comfort to your home. They have a huge selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, plus mattresses, entertainment pieces, outdoor furniture, and so much more. Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke offers no pressure shopping and free delivery. You don't get to be fifth generation in the furniture business in Oklahoma without knowing your customer and your product. All roads lead to Darby's. Check them out at darbysfurniture.com.
We are back in the Aggie Gym. Steve Adams along with Eric Sherem. 4:54 to go. First quarter. Cameron 16, A&M International 7. In Lone Star Conference action play after the media timeout. No surprise here. Ava Batiste, the leading scorer with 11 points. Carly Miller has 3, and Megan Hedge has 2 for the Aggies. On the other end, Patricia Jaworski has 4 for the Dust Devils. Ava Langston 2, and 1 for Jocelyn Gear. It is the Dust Devils basketball. This is Gonzalez with it. Gives it to Jaworski. Back to Fernandez. Guarded by Batiste. Jaworski's going to drive down to the baseline. Nothing there. She kicks it back out. And here's a long three-pointer. It's off the back of the rim. No good. And rebound comes to Gonzalez. She launches a three. It's no good. Ava Batiste has the rebound for Cameron. Stephanie Peterson will bring it up. Long pass down court to Spikes, and just couldn't hang on to it. Shot was a little wild. No good. Rebound, Clara Fernandez. Jaworski's goes inside, and she lays it up and in. She is their leading scorer, averaging 12.7 points a game. 16-9, Cameron leads by 7. Peterson gets a double team. No one's coming to help. Now she finds Ava. McKenna Spikes had checked into the basketball game. She had the ball there momentarily. Here's Amaka to Michaela James. So right now, Ava, the only starter on the bench. Here's a three by Peterson. It's no good. Rebound comes off to the Dust Devils. Quickly down court, Fernandez goes baseline, and we're going to get a foul, and that's going to be on Stephanie Peterson. That'll be her first.
Team fourth.
Jocelyn Gear checks back in. Also, Julini da Silva Sá from Belém Para, Brazil checks in. I asked the coach, says she doesn't go by anything like Julie. She says, no, says, we're going to make you work tonight. So
yeah,
thanks,
no
Coach.
Nicknames, yeah.
Coach Nate Vogel, first year here at International. And there's a pass it's tipped away. International picks it back up. Here's a long three. That's good. And that is Nicole Haines, their second leading scorer. Peterson gets it to Amaka. 16-12, Aggie lead is 4. Here's Ava. Oh, that one missed everything. Well,
after on fire.
She was 3 for 3, and then next one doesn't even, just a little off. 16-12, Cameron by 4 points with the 3:08 to go here in the first quarter. Cameron's going to ramp up the pressure here now. And they get it in. Amaka knocks the ball away. Trying to get the ball into Jaden Gonzalez. We also see Troy Lucas into the game now, and she has the basketball. She's guarded by Batiste. She gets it across midcourt. Troy Lucas from Allen, Texas, a 5'10 sophomore. Gonzalez back to Lucas. Down low. Turn. And shot up and good. And just like that, International comes back with 7 points, and it's 16-14. Oh, and here's a bad pass, and Ava finally going to run it down. And cuts to Peterson, goes inside. A little hook shot is up and good. Nice move by Stephanie Peterson. And Amaka gets beat there with a little spin move. Here's another three for International. It's good.
They're on fire. Now you say they shoot a lot. And now some of them are starting to connect. 1 point game.
Jocelyn Gear knocks down the three.
You can live and die by those threes.
She's a 28% three-point shooter. That is their third of the quarter. The Aggies have 4. We see Jazz Luster comes into the basketball game, and Megan Hedge comes back in with 2 fouls at the 2:12 mark.
I'm going to be careful with Megan. I want to get a third here even in this next quarter.
Well, she's a pretty smart player.
She is.
We think we had a situation with her earlier. I think we had a game a couple weeks ago. She had 4 fouls going into the fourth and finished the game with 4 fouls. So here's James, kicks it to Amaka. She's going to go inside. Oh, a nice feed to Luster, and she traveled.
Called travel.
So Jazz Luster denied 2 points. Aggies lead by 1, 18-17. With 2 minutes to go. Well, anytime you can get 20 points in a quarter, you're doing pretty well. The Aggies are close to that, but they only have 1 point lead. There's a pass that goes out, it started to go out of bounds. Stephanie Peterson grabbed it, almost walked with it, gets it to Hedge. She's got a mock on the side. She gets it down low to Luster, who feeds Michaela James, who's hammered as she goes in for the layup.
It's worth a second look, even though it didn't go in. Just a nice attempt at an assist.
So Michaela James will be at the Tayo Chiropractic Charity Stripe. More than relieving symptoms, it's Tayo Chiropractic. Megan is a 70% free throw shooter. She drains the first one. Michaela, a 5'9" freshman from Corpus Christi. Just averaging a little over 4 points a game. Second one's a little too strong. The Aggies lead by 2, 19-17, as Julini da Silva Sa comes out with the rebound. This is Jaworski with it. She's going to drive. She throws it up. Oh, and it went in. We're all tied at 19-19. So Jaworski a little out of control there, but she was able to get the shot up. Here's Hedge, goes into the lane, kicks it back out to Amaka. She thought about a 3. She's going to go inside, lays it up. It's no good. She gets her own rebound. She's going to kick it back out to Megan. Megan's going to launch a 3. It's good! Got the roll. Megan Hedge has the 3-pointer, and the Lone Star Conference leading scorer has 5 here in the first quarter. Jaworski kicks it down low. Here's a little hook shot that rolls in. It's no good, but it's a travel on Julini da Silva Sa. So with 50 seconds to go, it'll be Cameron basketball. Well, this is when you say if you get down and get a shot in a hurry, you got a chance for a 2-for-1. Aggies leading by 3. There's James. Back to Hedge. Aggies led by 9 earlier. Here's Hedge. She goes inside, kicks it back out to James. Her 3 is way too long. And Amaka gets the rebound and knocks it off of International. It'll be Cameron's ball.
Wow.
With 29 seconds to go. So, but there are only 9 left on the shot clock because the shot, 3-point attempt, didn't hit the rim. So Megan will inbound it on that far baseline. Now the Aggies roll, and Amaka gets the ball, gives it out to Jasmine. Luster. Oh, Peterson's got to look at it. 4 seconds to go, 3 seconds to go. Michaela James is going to drive. She tries to shoot, and we got a shot clock violation, and so that's going to stop everything, and it'll be International's ball with 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Aggies leading at 22-19. International has a chance to tie it up. They've hit 3 threes in this first quarter. The Aggies have made 5. Jaworski. They swing it around. This is Lucas. She 3 misses everything. 7 seconds to go. Here's Peterson. 4 seconds to go. Kicks it to Hedge. She's going to launch a long 3. It's good!
She's done that before. That's from way out the arc.
25-19. The Aggies lead it after the 3-point shot by Hedge at the buzzer. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Cold outside, but it's warm here at Fluffy's Discount Liquor, Beer, and Wine. You do for everyone else. Now it's time to treat yourself. Always remember, Fluffy loves you.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. Today's goal? Create a cake masterpiece. What do you think? I should let an expert like Bronwyn help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We know the right ingredients for your small business to succeed. See us for loans, cash flow tools, equipment financing, and more. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest.
No.
Watch Bronwyn create sweet art at our experts' website.
Well, after 1 quarter, the Aggies lead the Dust Devils 25-19. And it was tied at 19. And then Megan Hedge hit a 3, and then she got another one right at the buzzer. So she had 8 points in that first quarter. Again, Ava Batiste had 11. She had 3 threes. Aggies were 6 of 10 from the 3-point line there in that first quarter. Carly Miller had 3, Peterson had 2, and Michaela James had 1. And on the other side, Patricia Jaworski had 8 for International. Nicole Haines had 3. Aggie basketball to start the second quarter, brought to you by University Church of Christ. Sunday Bible classes at 9:30. Morning worship at 3:30 as Ava hits another one. And midweek Bible study at 7 o'clock at University Church of Christ. 28-19, back to a 9-point lead for Cameron. That's 4 3-pointers for Ava so far in this basketball game. The Silva Saw gets it to Jaworski. They're going to work it around. Here's a three. It's no good. Megan Hedge has the rebound. Playing with 2 fouls already. She's going to go kick it out to Ava. She's going to launch another three. That's too strong. And Jazz Luster couldn't quite bring it down. Quickly down court. Here comes A&M. Megan just couldn't do anything but hold her hands up straight and get out of the way. 28-21, Aggies by 7. Hedge has those 2 fouls. She gets it. She's going to launch another three. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Logan Collier. Back to Hedge, to Batiste. Down low to Jazz Luster. Skip pass out front to Hedge. She's going to look inside.
Oh, nice.
She gets it to Peterson, and a little reverse layup is good. So it's the 3 starters in the game right now for the Aggies. And here's a pass down low to De Silva Sa. Boy, that was going against Luster. She's got some 5 inches on her. And De Silva Sa took it right to the basket. It's 30-23. So we have Megan Hedge, Stephanie Peterson with the ball there. Ava down low. Logan Collier out front. And Jazz Luster on the baseline. Here's a three. That's good! Oh, by Stephanie Peterson. She has her first three-pointer of the game. 33% three-point shooter for Stephanie. And the Aggies are on fire from the 3 today. They have 8 in the game so far. International goes down low. This is Gear. Kicks it back out. Here's a long 3. It knocks it down. That's a three-pointer is good. And that's Jaworski once again, her second. 33-26, 7-point Cameron lead. International hanging with the Aggies so far here. Hedge gives it to Peterson. Kicks it to Ava. Here's another 3. It's good. Oh, my goodness.
Talked about it before. She may do it again.
She has 5 here in the first half, and we've played not quite 13 minutes. Down low. De Silva Sa. Hook shot. No good. Rebound comes out to Logan Collier. Back to Ava. Oh, they got a wide open look from Stephanie Peterson. That's too strong. Collier right underneath the basket. Put her shot up. De Silva Sa. 6'4". She blocked that thing in the last week. 10-point Cameron lead, 36-26. Here's down low to Saw again, De Silva Sa, and her shot's a little too strong. Good defense by Jazz Luster. Cameron comes away with the basketball. They give it to Ava in the paint. She's going to kick it back out to Megan. She's going to launch a 3. It's good. My goodness.
Let her have that wide open. She'll take that.
Timeout. A&M International. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
I know exactly what winter is like around here. A furnace tune-up by 1 hour heating and air conditioning can fix little problems before they become big trouble. The way I see it, you'll stay warm all winter.
Oh, you can see the future.
Nope, but I do see a furnace with a long productive life, and you might get a lower power bill.
Positive energy. I like it.
What's not to like?
Right now, get a $59 furnace tune-up.
Your comfort is just a call away. Call 1 hour.
Well, the Aggies have hit 10 three-pointers. Let's see here. The record's 18 against UT Tyler earlier back in January. If they keep this up, they may have it by halftime. Okay, that's a stretch, but
yeah.
39-26, Aggies lead by 13. You know, when we get the stats sheet coming up right now, it's probably going to show each team has about the same number of baskets. It's just that the Aggies have so many three-pointers already. The Aggies 10 of 17 from the three-point line. They are shooting 54% from the field, 59 from the three-point line. A&M basketball, or Internationals basketball. They work the perimeter once again. This is Gonzalez. She's going to launch it out on a three-point shot by Clara Fernandez is up and good. and it's 39-29. Megan Hedge with the basketball. Ava Batiste in. Ava Batiste leads the conference in minutes played. She's averaging almost 35 minutes a game in a 40-minute game. She's going to launch another three. It's good.
Wow, she's in a zone. They're even feeding her that because they want to make sure they take advantage.
That's number 6 for Batiste. Single game record is 10, held by Batiste. 42-29, a 13-point Cameron lead. International gets it down low. Shot's up. It's no good by Fernandez, but there's a foul on the play. It's going to be against Whitney Eaton. 5:37 to go here in the first half. Aggies have, at that last break, had 13 rebounds to 10. Here's the best, only 3 turnovers versus 3 for International. First free throw is up and good. This is Fernandez. And the second one good. 42-31. Logan Collier gets, had Whitney Eaton down low. And Eaton picked up the tipped basketball and quickly tried to flip it to Batiste, but to no avail, goes out of bounds. Ball belongs to the Dust Devils. Aggies by 11. Gonzalez loses it momentarily, gets it back. Here's a nice little give and go. It won't fall for Fernandez. Eaton has the rebound. Collier will bring it up court. She's got Hedge. She's going to go all the way in and got bumped, lost the basketball. Jaworski gets it up court quickly to Fernandez. Back to Jaworski. Jaworski's going to go all the way in against Hedge. Oh,
no.
And Megan got the foul.
Wow, it's going to be her third.
And Stephanie Peterson will come in, and
we won't see her for a while, at least for this half. I mean, it's too risky to keep her. She's going to stay on the bench probably until halftime.
So Stephanie Peterson comes in. Also, Amaka checks in. Carly Miller is in the game along with Whitney Eaton and Ava Batiste for Cameron. First free throw is up and good. Well, Jaworski was going by, and I think Jaworski knew it. You know, she saw the basket, and she saw Megan was there, so she just drove to the basket, and she was really past Megan when Megan kind of reached out and bopped her on the head. We're back to a 9-point game after the Aggies led it by 13 a moment ago. 4 straight free throws for the Dust Devils. Peterson gets to Eaton.
A lot of ball movement in this game, which I like.
Miller, rather, has the basketball. Back to Batiste. To Peterson. She's going to go in the lane. And we got a foul on International, and it's going to be on Patricia Jaworski. That's starting to roll off my tongue now after you say it a few times. From Wrocław, Poland. Inbounds comes to the Aggies. Eaton down low, nowhere to go with it, gets it back. Gives it back to Peterson. Here's a long three by Miller.
3 seconds.
Wow.
Amaka.
A call you don't see a lot.
No, just camped out there too long.
4.5 minutes to go now in this first half. Aggies leading 42-33. Here's a long three. It's no good. Amaka's got the rebound. Gonzalez tried to take it away from her. Amaka says not going to happen. She goes into the lane. She tried to give it to Eaton. You can't throw a 4-foot pass. Yeah. But somebody said, here's a steal by Peterson now. Coming back the other way. She's being guarded. She's going to pull it up. Gets it to Eaton. Back to Batiste. To Amaka. She steps back for the three. And they say she took too many steps when she did that. Checking back in is Ava Langston, and we've got a timeout on the floor, and we'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We know exactly what winter is like around here. A furnace tune-up by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning can fix little problems before they become big trouble. The way I see it, you'll stay warm all winter.
Oh, you can see the future.
Nope. But I do see a furnace with a long productive life, and you might get a lower power bill.
Positive energy. I like it.
What's not to like?
Right now, get a $59 furnace tune-up.
Your comfort is just a call away. Call 1-HOUR.
And we are back. Ava Batiste with 6 3-pointers. And we still have 4 minutes to go in the first half. The single game record is 10, held by Ava Batiste. And here's a steal by Amaka. She's going to go all the way down and lay it. Oh, she missed the layup. And Gonzalez gets it back. Back to Jaworski. She's guarded by Carly Miller out front. Gets it down low. That was Langston. Back to Gonzalez. Langston wants some movement, guarded by Eaton. Jaworski, long skip pass now, and a three-point attempt is up and off the rim, no good by Hain. Rebound comes to Carly Miller, and she gets it to Stephanie Peterson. Back to Miller now. She's got Eaton underneath, and this time it all works out for the Aggies.
Nice feed.
They've had that a couple of times and couldn't connect with it. That time a nice bounce pass, and the Aggies are up by 11, 44-33. Here's Jaworski again. She knocks down the three.
So it keeps you in it. And like you said, they're not afraid to shoot it.
2:47. There's another long pass stolen away. Intended for Batiste. Amaka's going to cut him off at the baseline, and she's going to commit the foul. Well, the only problem when you're guarding so close against that baseline, if that player comes back, you're in their way, and you're going to draw the foul. Logan Collier comes in, and Amaka sits down with their one foul. Collier from Hera, Oklahoma. Her high school coach is Jeff Mahoney, the Aggies' assistant. And they've signed another player from Hera for next year.
And another from Australia.
And another from Australia. Yeah, we're excited about all that. 8-point lead for the Aggies. This is Jaworski with it. She gets it down low to Silva Sa. Her hook shot is too light, and the Aggies get the rebound. Logan Collier gets it to Miller. She kicks it back to Peterson. She's going to go inside, kicks it back out to Batiste. Over to Collier. She's going to launch a three. It rolls in and out, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it comes off to Hain for International. 8-point Cameron lead. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And here's a drive and a layup, and it's no good by Hain. Aggies have the rebound. Whitney Eaton has the rebound for Cameron. Just under 2 minutes now. Back to Eaton. She's going to launch a three, and she nails it.
Raining threes for the ladies tonight.
Eaton, a 44% three-point shooter. She was 8 of 18 coming into the game. Eric, at one point, she was like 1 of 8.
Yeah,
so
I know.
she'd been like
She's
7 out of 10. That's, and now we get a little travel here.
Good.
They had a cut to the basket. Looked pretty good, but it just didn't fall. And McKenna Spikes comes in, as does Michaela James for the Aggies. And again, Eaton just hit the three, but Spikes was already at the table to come in for her. So, sit down knowing, hey, I just drilled a three.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's Aggies move the ball around. They're looking for Ava now. She's sitting at 6 right now. Peterson gets it back to Ava. Back to Peterson. She's going to shoot a three. It's too strong. Rebound, Michaela
nice
James.
Rebound.
And it's up and good, 49-36. Aggies have a huge first half going here with a 13-point lead. Aggies are 4th in the Lone Star Conference in scoring, averaging 71 points a game. International works it around. Gonzalez, back to Hain. Jaworski. She's going to launch another three. It's off the rim, no good. Silva Say gets it. And Michaela James runs in and ties that. The basketball will belong to International with 19 seconds left on the shot clock. We see Jocelyn Gear come back into the game for the Dust Devils. They get it into Silva Sa to Gonzalez. Guarded by Logan Collier. Back down to De Silva saw she's going to go. She's going to hook. And McKenna Spike's going to be guilty of a foul. I tell you.
Almost a good block.
Just keep her outside and let her, she made a couple of those hook shots, but she's missed a couple of them as well. Let her shoot it and see if she can make it. So she'll go to the line with 34 seconds to go. Aggies leading by 13. And she makes the first free throw. They started the first half. They were 2 of 4 from the free throw line, but they're 5 of 5 here in the second quarter. And now they're 6 of 6. Aggies lead by 14, and Logan Collier commits a travel. Wow. Now the turnover's starting to pile up. It looked pretty good there after the first quarter. 11-point Cameron lead, 30 seconds to go. International can hold it for the last shot. Well, the Aggies would have liked to have had an opportunity to get it and hit the 50 mark. Not going to happen. Collier guarding Gonzalez out front. Wow, little contact out there.
Wow, very aggressive.
And she gets a pick. We're down to 8 seconds on the clock. They give it to De Silva Sa. She goes down low. A shot. It's up at the basket. It's good.
Wow, and the bucket.
She's going to get the foul as well. The foul is on Logan Collier. Well, Megan Hedge is going to come back in with 4 seconds to go. Do you question that decision?
I do, but she's just looking for a last shot thing, and she's not looking for a foul, just outlet to try to let her try to shoot a 3.
Free throw is up and good by Gear. And she's going to throw it up at the buzzer, and it's no good. That's the end of the first half. The Cameron Aggies come out hot from the three-point line. They lead Texas A&M International by a score of 49-41. We'll be back with our halftime activities right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Comanche County Memorial Hospital is proud to care for our patients through all phases of life, from our tiniest patients in the region's only NICU, comprehensive heart care, emergency services, orthopedics, robotic surgery, to home health and hospice. The staff and physicians provide quality care with advanced technology for all of your healthcare needs. Your community hospital, our family caring for yours.
Feet. We use them every day, working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
Smitty's Construction with Eastlake Villas has been in the construction business for over 30 years, inviting you to experience Eastlake Villa Living, which features a gated entry, security cameras, handicap accessible, and over 4 miles of maintained walking tracks, and the peace and quiet in the sought-after MacArthur School District. To experience more of what Villa Living is all about, call today, 585-7028. That's 585-7028.
Hey, it's Al Eschbach. Let me tell you about Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke, Oklahoma. They have over 110 years supporting the community and adding style and comfort to your home. They have a huge selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, plus mattresses, entertainment pieces, outdoor furniture, and so much more. Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke offers no pressure shopping and free delivery. You don't get to be 5th generation in the furniture business in Oklahoma without knowing your customer and your product. All roads lead to Darby's. Check them out at darbysfurniture.com.
49-41, Cameron leads at halftime of the game between the with Texas A&M University International. And for the Aggies in the first half, they were 12 of 21 from the three-point line. 20 points for Ava Batiste. She was 6 of 9 from three. Megan Hedge has 11 for the Aggies. Stephanie Peterson comes in at 7. Whitney Eaton 5, Carly Miller 3, and Michaela James 3. So again, pretty good scoring from the Aggies, as we have 6 different players who have scored for Cameron. Ava Batiste already has her average with 20. On the other side, Patricia Jaworski also has her average. She's got 16 points for A&M International, 9 for Jocelyn Gear, and 6 for Julini Da Silva Sa has 6. Nicole Haines has 3, Clara Fernandez 5, and Ava Langston 2. Leading rebounder for the Aggies in that first half was Logan Collier. You know, you don't expect a 5'5" guard to be your leading rebounder, but that's certainly what has happened here, as she's been able to get under there and grab 5 of them. And Maka had 3 rebounds for the Aggies. Cameron just shot 2 free throws in the first half. Now, this is a big difference. You say, boy, the Aggies are shooting the ball well. They're shooting 55%. They've hit 12 three-pointers, but they're only ahead by 8. Well, they're 1 of 2 from the free throw line. A&M International is 9 of 11 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's an 8-point difference right there. So a good overall, though, other than the 10 turnovers, for the Aggies, that was a really good first half, a great shooting exhibition, especially from the three-point line for Cameron. We had 5 different players that hit a three-pointer in that first half of play. So that, from that standpoint, that was a really good half for the Aggies. Now, A&M International, though, the Aggies won the first quarter by 6. They only won the second quarter by 2 points. So, A&M is still hanging in. The Aggies cannot afford that little letdown.
Third quarter draw.
We have that one quarter sometimes where we don't do very well. We got to do our best to avoid that. But overall, a really good first half by the Cameron University women. Don't forget, after our game today, we have our men's game coming up. Cameron taking on A&M International Dust Devils. Cameron men are 4-8 in Lone Star Conference play. The Dust Devils men are 1-12 in Lone Star Conference play. So that should be a good game for the Cameron men as well, and Eric will have all that action for you. Then on Saturday, the Aggies will be back in action as they will be hosting Texas A&M Kingsville. That'll be Saturday at 2 o'clock here in the Aggie Gym. If you can't make it, we'd love to see you here. Well, we'll see you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're going to take this time out and have more of our halftime activities right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Smitty's Construction with Eastlake Villas has been in the construction business for over 30 years, inviting you to experience Eastlake Villa Living, which features a gated entry, security cameras, handicap accessible, and over 4 miles of maintained walking tracks, and the peace and quiet in the sought-after MacArthur School District. To experience more of what Villa Living is all about, call today, 585-7028. That's 585-7028.
The quivers, the shivers, goosebumps. That's what our customers say before we repair their furnace. 1 hour heating and air conditioning will fix it right. Stand by our work, all at a fair price. And that's when we hear awesomeness, outstanding, and you're a total genius. Okay, I threw that last one in. Right now, get $50 off any repair.
Your comfort is just a call away. Call 1 hour.
Our halftime continues with our player profile, and we are visiting with Sofia Diakomina. Did I say it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you are from Kopathos, Greece?
Yes, sir.
Now, but you went to high school in Corpus Christi. Well, first of all, tell me about Greece. Did you grow up there? I mean, born there, grown up there? How long were you there?
I was born there, born in Athens, and I grew up there at the small island. That's a small island, Karpathos. And I was there till I was 14, and I moved here in 8th grade. And I basically lived there my whole life until.
So, you lived on an island? So you're like on the beach all the time, huh?
Summers, mostly. Not.
So what's it like in the winters? Is it cold like what we experience here, or is more or less?
I would say it gets pretty cold over the winter, but the summer's like not too hot, not too cold, perfect weather.
Okay. And so 8th grade, you moved to Corpus Christi. What was the reasoning behind all of that?
There was a lot of reasons. My dad got sick at the time. He got diagnosed with a kidney disease. So that better health care for sure. My brother was here, and since my dad got diagnosed, he couldn't really work anymore. So it was better for us too as a family, and the economy in Greece started going bad too. So it was multiple reasons.
Okay. And you mentioned a brother. How many siblings do you have?
Just one.
Okay. And so you're at Corpus Christi, and you're playing basketball with Michaela James, and you're being recruited. And I know you both signed at the same time, but Michaela said she knew first, as soon as she came here, this is where she wanted to come. But she said you weren't so sure. What was going on with your recruiting?
I'm really when I make decisions, I take a long time, and I look at everything. And I really did know too. Whenever we did come here, we talked to the girls, and it was like second home kind of feeling. And I did have other visits lined up, but once Michaela signed too, then it just kind of, I canceled all my other visits. Oh, okay. So I decided to come.
So you and Michaela signed, you're in Corpus Christi, and you signed with Cameron. Now, do the kids you go to school with go, where the heck is Cameron?
Yeah, we got that, not like that. Well, where is the school? Everybody was curious, I guess, but yeah. Okay. Nobody really knew.
and what you when you look at you've been here now for 6 months, 8 months or so, haven't had a lot of playing time, so for you, is practice your games? Do you get after it pretty hard in practice?
Yeah, I tried to. I think since I've been here and following last year, physically and mentally, it's a really big change, I guess. The game means a lot to me, so I really value it, and it's mentally, I feel like it was harder for me than physically, because I don't know, I get stressed about it. So I'm not a person that's greedy or anything. I know I haven't played a lot, but as long as we're winning and I get better in practice and I'm able to contribute in any way I can, and hopefully start playing soon, whenever coach thinks I'm ready, then I'm okay with that.
So the level of play from high school, because different high schools, it's different. The level of play from high school up to Cameron, is it a lot tougher than you anticipated?
I wouldn't say tougher physically. Again, the game is a little faster, people are a little stronger, people are a little taller, but mentally I feel like it was the bigger change. And high school, I feel like I just don't have the experience. I feel underexperienced, compared to everybody else, because whenever I did start playing basketball, it was freshman year of high school. So IQ is really the part I'm struggling with, I would say. I think I have everything else, it's just IQ and that part of it.
Now, are you still an undeclared major? And if so, what are you waiting on?
Undeclared major still. Since I was little, I wanted to be a teacher, but I think growing up in Greece and moving here halfway through it it's just different. I don't know, you get more opportunities. My parents really wanted me to do something better, because everything I've been through, they wanted me to do something better for me.
Better than a teacher?
It's not, I wouldn't say, I would like to be a teacher, but I think the pay,
Okay. So now, do you have any other talents? You play the piano, you sing karaoke, do you cite the alphabet backwards? What else do you do?
I played soccer before I played basketball, so I like soccer.
You watch Netflix, you go to movies?
Sure. I speak Greek, and I'm trying to learn Spanish now. And I don't know, I don't think I have any other talents, but that's about it. Yeah.
All right, very good. Sophia Diakomina? our player profile. Thanks for visiting with us.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Baby, it's cold outside, but it's warm here at Fluffy's Discount Liquor, Beer, and Wine. You do for everyone else. Now it's time to treat yourself. Always remember, Fluffy loves you.
When it's cold outside, you can always layer up. But when your furnace gives out, hey, a blanket fort can only do so much. Call 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning to replace your old furnace with a new high-efficiency one. And we'll always stand by our work. Warm it up in there, Dave?
Yeah, but my toes are still blue.
Those are your socks, Dave.
Take $500 off a new furnace today.
Your comfort is just a call away. Call 1 Hour.
With every beat, you can rely on Comanche County Memorial Hospital, the only one in Southwest Oklahoma providing total heart care. With every beat, you can trust that our local cardiologists, surgeons, and heart team provide the most advanced procedures and surgeries. Life-saving heart care is our mission 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Your community hospital, our family caring for yours.
(49-41). Cameron leads A&M International after the first half of play. The Aggies again hot in that first half. They shot 55% in the first half, 57% from behind the three-point line, 12 of 21. Ava Batiste leading the Aggies with 20 points. And to start the second half, we have the same five starting. It's Carly Miller, Whitney Eaton, Ava Batiste, Logan Collier, and Megan Hedge for the Aggies. And they'll have the basketball, and they'll inbound it at the start. Third quarter brought to you by Marley's Canine Kitchen. Treats you can trust, all natural ingredients, sweet potato snacks, lots of other goodies, cinnamon roll yummies. It's Marley's Canine Kitchen. You can find them on Facebook, or you can give them a call at 580-695-0556. It's Marley's Canine Kitchen.
Or you have to fight the dog over for the treats.
Logan Collier brings it across the midcourt line for the Aggies. Gets it to Ava Batiste, to Carly Miller. Aggies working the perimeter. There's a Hedge going inside, off the glass, and it's up and good. So Megan Hedge drives, gets the layup, and the Aggies are up by 10 here right off the bat at the start of the third quarter. Logan Collier knocks the ball away. Picked up by Jocelyn Gear. Gives it to Jaworski. Had 16 points in the first half to lead the Dust Devils. She's going to go all the way down, lay it up, and it's good. Well, a little pressure now. Collier to Hedge. You know, Coach said that she really thought A&M would press them. Here's Carly Miller with the three, and it misses everything, and Ava Batiste couldn't catch the errant shot, as we see Nicole Haines come into the basketball game for the Dust Devils. But she thought that A&M would really be, or International be up and down, and that we might try to slow it down. I haven't seen that out of them tonight, and it could just be that they're down to, they only have 9 players with them, and maybe they just decided that's not the best strategy today. Down low, shots up, it's no good, foul by Eaton. So going to the line will be Clara Fernandez. She's a freshman from Vitoria, Spain. And the Aggies leading by 8, and going to the line where A&M International 9 of 11 in that first half, 7 of 7 in the third quarter. Now you say sometimes we jinx them. Maybe I jinxed them. So they missed.
That's good.
They missed the first one. Yeah, that's a good jinx. Second free throw up, and this one is good. Aggies lead by 7. Here's the pressure, and they get it into Miller. To Hedge. Hedge playing with 3 fouls, gets it back to Miller. And here's a pass it's off the foot of Fernandez. I don't understand. I guess it hit above her ankle, so it's not a kicked ball, but it's essentially the same thing.
Right.
So Hedge will inbound it again to Collier. She gets it across midcourse. They're going to double team her. And she's going to get it back to Megan. She finds Batiste. Oh, down low to Whitney Eaton. Back to Collier. To Miller. Boy, the Aggies had a good look at it. Here's Eaton. And it goes right through the legs of Ava Batiste. And quickly we see Stephanie Peterson coming into the game for the Aggies. And Carly Miller will sit down for Cameron. 7-point Cameron lead. A low-scoring first 90 seconds here. Aggies have 2 points. Dust Devils have 3. Here's Jaworski. She knocks down another 3. So she is a 4 of 6 from the 3-point line. Eaton gives it to Hedge. Back to Batiste. She launches a 3. It's good. Ava Batiste, that's number 7 for her. 54-47. Jaworski gets cut off by Peterson. Gives it back out to Hain. They're going to work the perimeter. Hain with it again. Being guarded by Ava Batiste. Jaworski out front. 11 on the shot clock. She goes inside. Kicks it to Fernandez. Her shot is up. It's no good. Rebound, Jaworski. Her shot's no good. Rebound. Shot up and good. Well, they're getting the offensive rebounds. You're going to get a lot of second chance points when that happens. Megan Hedge with it. She's going to go inside. She's going to try to put it off the glass. She misses the shot, but she draws the foul. She'll be at the Tayo Chiropractic charity stripe. Patients receive corrective care at Tayo Chiropractic at 1818 West Gore. In Lawton, Oklahoma, Amaka checks in. Logan Collier will sit down. 54-49. Aggies lead it by 5. Ava Batiste, 7 3-pointers so far in this game. And Megan Hedge knocks down the first free throw. She is, trying to think, she's in the top 2 or 3 in the conference in free throw shooting. She makes that one. 56-49, back to a 7-point lead. Hedge going against Gonzalez, getting a little close there. Gonzalez falls down. The Aggies are going to tie it up. It'll belong to A&M International with 22 seconds on the shot clock. But anytime when your defense can get a tie ball with the other team has the ball, nothing really changes except that possession error is now in your favor. Gonzalez looking for somewhere to go. Gives it to Hain. Oh, she falls down. Looking for somewhere to go, and there it is. And the Aggies will get another tie ball, and there'll be Cameron basketball at the 7:03 mark. Stephanie Peterson gives it back to Megan Hedge, who gets it across midcourt. She's got Ava Batiste in the corner. She gets it down to Eaton. Her shot's blocked. She kicks it back out to Amaka. Still a lot of time. Hedge launches a 3. It rolls around no good. Rebound belongs to the Dust Devils. 7-point Cameron lead. Gonzalez. Jaworski goes inside. Oh, man, lots of contact, no whistle. I guess that's when you say we're letting them play. Stephanie Peterson goes all the way down. Her pass is knocked out of bounds. Are you surprised there wasn't a whistle down there?
Well, I thought she walked, too.
Well, one way or the other.
Right. You're right. And there's
no whistle. 56-49. The Aggies, let's see here, been whistled for 9 fouls, only 4 for international in the whole game, or 10 now for the Aggies, 5 for international in the whole game. We're at the 6:26 mark. Here's Amaka. Back to Eaton. Aggies working the perimeter, 14 on the shot clock. Hedge. She's going to go inside, kicks it back out to Eaton. She's going to launch a 3. It's good! Oh, my. Whitney Eaton has her second 3-pointer of the game, and we get a foul on Amaka down low trying to get position against Jaworski. That's one that falls under that definition of a silly foul.
Yeah, a little over-aggressive when you didn't really need to be.
Jasmine Luster will check in for the Aggies as Whitney Eaton sits there. So that's the second time Eaton's made a 3.
Hits a 3 and then goes to the bench.
Comes right back out of the ballgame.
I think it was planned that she went at that time and not because she hit the 3. But yeah.
Exactly. 56-49, 7-point Cameron lead. Oh, Jasmine Luster jumped out there, left the paint unguarded for a moment. Here's De Silva Say down low. Her shot's up. It's good. So the 6'4 post from Brazil makes the shot. It's an 8-point Cameron lead. 5:40 to go here. Peterson gets it to Jazz Luster. Kicks it back out to Hedge. She launches a three. It's good. 62-51, 11 points Cameron lead. Amaka going against Jaworski. Now that's a good defensive move. Just say to Amaka, don't let her get the ball. And here's a steal by Ava. But what are we going to get? I think we're going to get a foul on Peterson, and we do. Stephanie Peterson. That'll be her second foul of the basketball game. And we see Jaden Gonzalez come back in for the Dust Devils. So it'll be Internationals ball from underneath their own basket. Cameron leading by 11. Haines gives it to Gonzalez. Her three-point shot rolls, goes straight down the pipe. And it's an 8-point Cameron lead. Here's a pass to Luster underneath, and her shot is up and good. Good assist from Megan Hedge. She drove into the paint. They double-teamed her, and she found Jasmine Luster all alone under the basket. 10-point Cameron lead. Fernandez guarded by, here's a long three by Hain. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes off to Langston. Here's a three on the other end, no good. Amaka has the rebound for Cameron. She had Hedge out front. Now she finds her. She gets the ball to her. She's going to go inside, loses it momentarily, gives it to Jazz Luster. They kick it around. Here's Ava wide open for three. Oh, no good. 10-point Cameron lead still. Ava with 7 3-pointers already in the game. Here's a three by Gonzalez. It's good. That's 2 in a row for Gonzalez. Cameron lead back to down to 7 now. It was 11 just a moment ago. They're going to double team. They got some troubles here, and Megan gets it. And they got a 10-second. I'm not sure what the call was. Did we get a timeout call? Well, there's obviously timeout on the court, and we'll take a break, and we'll be back with 4:02 to go. Cameron leading 64-57 on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hey, it's Al Eschbach. Let me tell you about Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke, Oklahoma. They have over 110 years supporting the community and adding style and comfort to your home. They have a huge selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, plus mattresses, entertainment pieces, outdoor furniture, and so much more. Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke offers no pressure shopping and free delivery. You don't get to be fifth generation in the furniture business in Oklahoma without knowing your customer and your product. All roads lead to Darby's. Check them out at darbysfurniture.com.
Bridges and Buckner Dentistry at 1802 Northwest 52nd Street has over 32 years of combined experience. They serve Southwest Oklahoma for implant placement and final restorations using guided surgery and CEREC technology. This enables them to do same-day crowns in the office. Call to set up your appointment today or visit them online at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
Back to action, international basketball. A little hook shot by De Silva Say in the paint is no good. Aggies get the rebound. Peterson comes out with it, finds Amaka, over to Ava. She's going to launch a three. It's good. That's number 8. Back to a 10-point lead with 3:35 to go. Working the perimeters, international. Get it down to De Silva Say again, and Jasmine Luster gets her hand down there, and she knocks it out of bounds, but she disrupts the play. Jazz, the 5'11 junior from Wichita Falls, Rider High School, going up against the 6'4 Brazilian. Gonzalez works it around, gives it to Gear. Downloaded to Silva Say. Now this hook shot, it's off the rim, no good. Off the backboard and around the rim, no good. And here's a long pass to Amaka. She's going to go all the way in. She's going to lay it up, and she draws the foul. So Amaka draws the foul, and she'll be at the Tayo Chiropractic Charity Stripe. More than relieving symptoms, it's Tayo Chiropractic. And the foul is going to be on Troy Lucas. That'll just be her first foul of the game. Lucas, a sophomore from Allen, Texas. And Amaka makes the first one. Back to an 11-point lead for Cameron. And Amaka knocks down the second one. As we see Patricia Jaworski check back in. She's leading the way for the Dust Devils with 23. She's averaging 12. She's got 23 so far tonight. But they are without Christina Ortega. Their number 3 scorer international is tonight. Here's Lucas trying to get it down low to Da Silva. Oh man, she took about 4 steps and she gets it off to misses the shot. Amaka gets the rebound. Going down that far sideline. Kicks it off to Hedge. A long 3 rolls around, no good. And the rebound's on the floor. And I think we got a foul on Ava Batiste.
Ava.
And for Ava Batiste, that'll just be her first foul. Aggies lead by 12. Let's see, I believe the largest lead was 13 at 39-26. Excuse me, and then it was 42-29. So the Aggies led by 13. Now they're up by 12. International not going away. Jaworski goes inside. Peterson is guilty of the foul there. And Jaworski will go to the, well, I guess she won't go to the line. Well, yeah, that's the 5th foul now of the quarter on the Aggies with 2:38 to go. So she will go to the free throw line for 2. Batiste with 23, Hedge with 18. I guess Batiste now at 26. Hedge with 18. You'll see Michaela James coming into the game for the Aggies, and Amaka's going to sit down for a few minutes. Jaworski with 23 points leads the way for international. Jocelyn Gear has 9, and Jaworski misses that free throw. They were 10 of 13 from the line before that. And the second one is up and good. Aggies by 11, 2:36 to go. Peterson gets it to Michaela James. Hedge going to go inside, back to James. Looks like a little zone actually by, well, no, it's not quite a zone. Here's Batiste for 3. Oh, roll around, no good. Fight for the rebound. Michaela James is there for the Aggies. Jasmine Luster hits the ground. What do we have?
Foul on 32.
Foul on
32.
32 for them?
Yes.
Or for, okay, that'd be Jocelyn Gear. You know, both teams have a 32. Oh, Michaela James. She got bopped in the nose. Wasn't Stephanie Peterson type bop, but she got bopped in the nose.
Blood on the floor there.
So they're going to send, and Logan Collier is checking in for the Aggies.
We're going to go over to the tablet and look at something.
It's going to take a minute to figure that out. 69-58, the Aggies lead. Let's take a 30-second break. We think it'll take that long, and we'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
A strong tradition of academic excellence, a commitment to community, and a rich history of athletic success, the Lone Star Conference has long been known as a leader in intercollegiate athletics. Now with 19 institutions that embody the best in college sports, the Lone Star Conference is the largest and most dynamic conference in NCAA Division II. 19 members strong, 19 members proud. This is the new Lone Star Conference.
We just saw that ad for the Lone Star Conference. Aggies are sitting 9th in the Lone Star Conference right now with a record of 6-6. And we talked to Coach Mahoney about this. The Aggies only 2 games out from being in 4th place, but they're also 2 games out from being in 18th place in this league. So
big log jam there.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting finish to the season. Kyer gets it into Hedge. Hedge is going to go down the middle, and her shot is rejected by Patricia Jaworski.
That's kind of uncharacteristic. Usually when she turns that corner, she can go up strong to the hoop, and she'll usually beat her opponent, and that time she got caught.
Nicole Haines comes in for the Dust Devils. Logan Kyer will inbound it for the Aggies, and get it to Batiste. To Stephanie Peterson. She goes. Her shot is up. It's no good. Jasmine trying to get the rebound. Ava Batiste gets it. They're going to roll it around, and here's Peterson going baseline, brings it back out. Megan Hedge, by the way, has 8 assists in today's game. They're going to keep working that perimeter. 7 on the shot clock. There she goes. Kicks it back to Peterson. She's going to have to shoot. And she gets it to Jasmine Luster, who lays it up. 71-58. Aggies lead by 13. Man, they took 29.5 seconds off that 30-second clock. Jazz Luster gets the basket, her 2nd of the game. They go inside, kick it back out. Here's a 3-point attempt, and it's everything. That's Ava Langston.
Back to a 10-point game.
For the Aggies.
This won't go away.
Yeah, International will not go away. You're absolutely right. Ava goes inside. There's that hook shot, a little floater, and it gets rejected by Nicole Haines. So it'll be Aggie basketball underneath their own basket. Still 19 on the shot clock. 1:08 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. And they get it into Jazz Luster. Back to Peterson. She's going to launch from the free throw line. No good. Luster got bumped out of the way as Langston grabbed the rebound. 10-point Cameron lead. 57 seconds to go. Here's a 3 on the other end, and it's good by Nicole Haines.
An important possession here to try to get a point.
Back to a 7-point game. 71-64. And here's a steal on the other end. 30 seconds to go. This is Langston. She's going to go all the way down court, and she's going to be guilty of a foul. Just the 4th foul, so it'd be a player control foul anyway. We see Whitney Eaton come back in. 32 seconds on the game clock. So Hedge will inbound it. Gets it to Peterson. She's going to get trapped, but she gets it to Logan Kyer. Finds Megan for Hedge out front. About a 3-second differential between the game clock and the play and the shot clock. And Hedge draws a foul. That's going to be on Ava Langston. Well, we saw one in the lane earlier where 2 players just collided and no foul call, and there you get a little bump and they blow the whistle. But we'll take it. Megan Hedge will be at the Tayo Chiropractic free throw line. Patients receive corrective care at Tayo Chiropractic at 1818 West Gore in Lawton, Oklahoma, America. Free throw up and good. There's so many international players in this game, I thought I had to add that.
Yeah.
And the second one is also good. So Megan Hedge hits 2 free throws, a 9-point Cameron lead, 17 seconds on the game clock at the end of the 3rd quarter. Aggies up by 9. This is Jaworski being guarded by Kyer. Gets a little pick. She's going to go into the lane, kicks it back out to Langston. Her 3 is no good. Rebound comes off to Stephanie Peterson. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Another good quarter for the Aggies. They lead it by 9, 73-64 as we head to the 4th on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We know exactly what winter is like around here. A furnace tune-up by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning can fix little problems before they become big trouble. The way I see it, you'll stay warm all winter.
Oh, you can see the future.
Nope, but I do see a furnace with a long productive life, and you might get a lower power bill.
Positive energy. I like it.
What's not to like?
Right now, get a $59 furnace tune-up.
Your comfort is just a call away. Call 1 Hour.
Feet. We use them every day, working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
Ten minutes to go. Cameron leading 73-64. It will be A&M International basketball to start the fourth quarter. The Aggies hit 4 threes in that third quarter. A&M International hit 5. Aggies now have 16 threes. The Dust Devils have 11. Here's Jaworski going all the way down and laying it up and in. Well,
can't allow that.
We just having a hard time shaking them. Logan Collier gets across midcourt to Whitney Eaton. Back to Stephanie Peterson in the game, along with Eaton, Megan Hedge, Collier, and Ava Batiste. Batiste being guarded by Jaworski. Hedge loses it momentarily, but she draws another foul. That's going to be on Nicole Haines. Again, just a little bit of a reach in. That's the second on Haines. So it'll be Cameron inbounding on this near sideline. It's to Peterson. Back to Hedge. Tries to go inside and loses it momentarily. They're going to continue to work the perimeter. They got
3 seconds.
3 seconds on the shot clock. Hedge goes in and tries to do her little scoop shot, and they're going to get a shot clock violation on the Aggies, but I think maybe they ought to have a second left.
I thought they would. I mean,
they're going to talk about it.
The buzzer went off after it was already went outside. They're going to say 1 second. Yeah.
1 second on the shot clock. So that means they're going to have to catch and shoot. And Maka comes in for Logan Collier. Maybe this is just a situational thing. Whoever gets it's going to have to put it up immediately. And Megan will inbound it. Try to run a screen with Ava would be the ideal thing. She can catch and shoot as well as anybody. Into Eaton. She lows it up. It's no good. That will be a shot clock violation. Nice try by the Aggies, but they just ran out of time. 7-point lead for Cameron with a little over 9 minutes to go here in the basketball game. Cameron 6-6 in the Lone Star Conference. International 4-9. Jaworski goes all the way down the court. She tries to get a little bounce pass to Langston, and it comes away, and Stephanie Peterson has it. Over to Eaton. Back to Hedge. Peterson goes in. Off the glass, it's too strong. Rebound comes to Nicole Haines.
They're not giving Hedge that lane.
Here's a pass blocked by Whitney Eaton. Hedge with the basketball. She's got runners on both sides. She gets it to Amaka. Amaka turns down the 3. She tries to go inside. She gets a shot. It's up. It's good, but the whistle before that, it's going to be on the floor. But that'll be the second foul of the quarter against the Dust Devils with just a minute and a half gone. So it'll be Cameron basketball underneath their own basket at the 8:22 mark. Hedge will inbound.
I was going to say 5 seconds. Tough.
Well, that's a turnover you hate. You know, you got to have somebody's got to go along and get out there all the way to the half-court line if you have to, just to get the ball. But Aggies didn't execute that time. 7-point lead. Gonzalez loses it to Logan Collier, but Collier's going to be called for a foul.
It's a crossover. She's looking for that steal. Came pretty close.
So inbounding will be Nicole Haines. And she gets it into Gonzalez, guarded by Logan Collier for the Cameron. Down low, shot up and good by Jocelyn Gear. And the Aggies, we've gone 2 minutes. Aggies haven't scored in this quarter. Megan Hedge is going to get double teamed. She gets it off to Ava Batiste. Back to Collier, to Hedge. Wide open 3. She got it.
Perfect position.
And the Aggies are on the board here in the fourth quarter. Cameron leading by 7. And we get a traveling call on Gonzalez at the 7:44 mark. Lots of time. Aggies only lead by 8. An 8-point lead can disappear in a hurry to a team that's shooting the ball well. But the Aggies are also scoring well in this game. Hedge with the basketball. She gets a pick from Ava Batiste. Gets the ball. Ava gets the ball. Down low to Eaton.
Oh, that's
and
what they
it's
tried
a nice
earlier.
Give and go, and the foul is no good, but she got Gonzalez, I think, racing across the baseline to commit the foul on Eaton. And so Whitney Eaton will go to the Tayo Chiropractic charity stripe. Patients receive corrective care at Tayo Chiropractic at 1818 West Gore. Whitney Eaton at the line is a 64% free throw shooter. She has a couple of three-pointers today.
Needs this one, though.
This is the first. This is the second. Third foul, though, on A&M International with still 7.5 minutes to go here in the quarter. Hain with the basketball, guarded by Eaton. Gets it down low. Drive by Gear, shot no good. Rebound Eaton for the Aggies. Hedge gets double team, looking for somewhere to go. Gets it to Amaka, and Amaka gets pushed by Patricia Jaworski. And Amaka will not go to the line, but that's number 4 on A&M International. It'll be Cameron basketball. Eric, looking at those fouls, this is going to be huge. You know, against Oklahoma Christian, Aggies hit a lot of free throws down towards the end of that game. So, you know, they know that they can get to the line and make those charity shots. 4 fouls already on A&M International with only 3 minutes gone. Ava Batiste gets it to Collier. Swings it to Amaka, down low to Eaton. Ball knocked away, and it's going to be taken by, ends up, what do we got? Ball belongs to the Dust Devils. Eaton almost got a steal there. 8-point Cameron lead. Aggies have led by as many as 13 on numerous occasions, on 3 or 4 different occasions. Hain with the basketball. She goes in down the lane, and a nice block by Eaton.
Clean and out of bounds.
Still lots of time on the shot clock, 21 seconds. It's a nice rejection. And they get it into Jaworski. Guarded by Amaka. Gets it back down to Hain. Her shot is up. It's good, and she's going to get the and one.
This time she got a little too aggressive on that.
So this is Hain with the attempt at the traditional three-point play. .637 left in the game. Aggies by 6. And they lead by 5. Just 3 points for the Aggies here in this quarter. Logan Collier has the ball knocked out of bounds. Again, you know, International is going to that trap. And the Aggies are going to have all 5 players ready to go and get in position.
And they didn't use it much in the first half.
They did not. Well,
really clamped down now.
Well, again, they had, you know, limited numbers of players, and now they're going, hey, it's the fourth quarter. We can afford to do this. Ava's been a little stymied. You know, she's gotten open and hadn't really had a chance to get a good look at the three-point line. Here's Amaka going all the way down. Her shot is up and good.
Nice baseline.
Back to a 7-point Cameron lead. 6:12 to go. Amaka guarding Jaworski. Gives it back to Hain. She's going to go down the lane, and she's guilty of a foul going against Hedge. And for Hain, well, they put up, yeah, there it is. That's her 3rd foul. 5th foul of the quarter. So the Aggies, for the last 6 minutes, will be shooting 2 free throws every time they get fouled. Into Amaka. They get the triple team. They give it to Megan Hedge. She's in the middle of the court. She gets to Eaton. She's got Ava Batiste streaking for the baseline, and it's good. Ava Batiste lays it up and in, and the Aggies lead it 80-71. Batiste having a big game. I believe she's at about 28 points right now. 9-point Cameron lead. Jaworski goes all the way down.
Travel.
And they're going to call Amaka for a foul, but she did. She put that ball under her arm and then took about 3 steps heading for the basket.
They call a mock on it, and I got it. But, it's like be a little consistent is all I'm asking for.
So Patricia Jaworski will be at the line.
A couple of Cameron faithful are reminding the officials of what they saw that we thought we saw.
Jaworski hits the first free throw. They have been pretty consistent at the free throw line today.
That's why, and we talked about that in the first half. That's really what kept them. They had 8 points in that first half.
8-point difference.
Yeah, 8-point difference, yeah.
So she hits them both. Jaworski does. It's Cameron basketball. 5:39 to go. Aggies only 7 points in this quarter. Here's Hedge going up, and her layup just rolls around and comes back out. Aggies lead by 7, 5.5. Here's Gonzalez. She's going to launch a three. She's got a couple of them. That one rolls around no good. The ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. Cameron basketball.
Man, that was a good Cameron rejection by the rim. Just a lucky rollout.
So Stephanie Peterson will bring the ball up court. 5:15 to go. We're still going to be some substitutions. But there's a give and go down to Eaton down low. And
beautiful.
She's got the basket and one. Whitney Eaton also having a great game today. She hit a couple of threes earlier. Now she's getting some baskets down low. Aggies lead back up to 9, and Eaton will go to the Tayo Chiropractic charity stripe for and one. More than relieving symptoms, it's Tayo Chiropractic.
I tried to go with that earlier, and there was miscommunication with it, but the last 3 times it's really – and then one rollout, but this one was good. Get the bucket and the harm.
So Logan Collier checks in for the Aggies as Eaton is at the line, trying to get it back to a 10-point lead for Cameron. And she does. 3-point play by Eaton. 83-73. Not the highest scoring game of the year, but it may be before we're done. Here's Jaworski going down the lane again. Her shot is up, no good. Ava Batiste has the rebound. That's the exact same thing we saw before. She puts that ball in the crook of her arm, takes a couple of steps, and then throws it up. That one just didn't fall for her. Batiste to Hedge. Going to go inside, kick it back out to Collier. Here's Batiste. 3-point shot. It's good.
There you go.
That is number 9 for Ava Batiste.
Tie her own record with one more.
And here's a steal by the Aggies. Peterson has it. She's going down the middle of the court. She got a foul. She went to throw the ball, and it never left her hand. It's like the quarterback who throws it and never lets go of it. And but they decided she was fouled in the process. We've got a media timeout with 4:28 to go. Cameron 86, A&M International 73 on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Cold outside, but it's warm here at Fluffy's Discount Liquor, Beer, and Wine. You do for everyone else. Now it's time to treat yourself. Always remember, Fluffy loves you.
Smitty's Construction with East Lake Villas has been in the construction business for over 30 years, inviting you to experience East Lake Villa living, which features a gated entry, security cameras, handicap accessible, and over 4 miles of maintained walking tracks, and the peace and quiet in the sought-after MacArthur School District. To experience more of what Villa Living is all about, call today, 585-7028. That's 585-7028.
Scoring game of the year for the Aggies was a 90-78 victory over Permian Basin back in December. The Aggies, with 4.5 minutes to go, lead this one 86-73. Stephanie Peterson will be at the Tayo Chiropractic charity stripe as we come back to action with 4:28 to go here in the game, and she knocks down the first one. She was so instrumental in that win over Oklahoma Christian in that fourth quarter. She went to the free throw line about 5 times. I think she might have missed one. She misses one there, but the Aggies now lead 87-73. Leading the way is Ava Batiste with 31 points for Cameron.
Wow.
Megan Hedge has 23. Here's a shot underneath. It's no good. Foul on Cameron. As we look at quickly, Whitney Eaton is in double figures now with 11 for the Aggies as well. Stephanie Peterson still at 7. And the leading rebounder for Cameron, Eaton has 5. Collier has 5 for the Aggies. And Patricia Jaworski has 31 for A&M International. At the line is Nicole Haines. She has 6 points. Jocelyn Gear has 11.
It's going to be Peterson's first, team fourth.
So free throw makes it a 87-74 game. Aggie 14-point lead was their biggest of the night, and it's back down to 12. Peterson with the basketball. She's going to go down the middle. Long pass to almost stolen by Ava Langston, the 6'1 junior from New Plymouth, New Zealand. That's almost Australia, isn't it?
Well, almost. Not quite. They won't tell you that it's like Oklahoma and Texas. Same thing? No, it's not really.
So Cameron inbound the basketball again. Peterson gets it. No pressure. She gets it across midcourt. Gives it to Hedge. Back to Ava. Ava with 9 3-pointers. One shy of her school record, 10 in a game. Hedge goes all the way down, kicks it back out. Peterson goes into the corner, loses the ball, picks it back up. Gets it back to Eaton. She launches a 3. It gets blocked. Again, the Aggies had to shoot it. 12-point Cameron lead. This is Gear with it. She's going to go all the way down. Her layup is good.
One more team 3 for the record, for team threes.
Team record is 18. That was set earlier this year against, I believe, against UT Tyler. It's 18, so the Aggies have 18 right now. Here's Hedge going all the way down. Her shot is up and good. Doing what she does. Megan Hedge now has 25. Leading scorer in the Lone Star Conference. And here's Jaworski going down. Her shot's up no good. Rebound. Comes off to the Aggies. Here's Ava Batiste. She's got a free pass to the lane. Her shot's too strong. Rebound by Peterson is no good. She gets the rebound, brings it back out. Hedge with the basketball.
14 on the shot clock. Down to 10.
Peterson's going to drive inside, off the glass, hits the rim, no good. Rebound comes off to the Dust Devils. 12-point Cameron lead, 2.5 minutes to go. Can the Aggies hold on? Here's a shot down low, it's no good. Rebound, shot up, no good by Fernandez, and she draws a foul. Who's it going to be on? I think it's going to be on Ava. No, it's going to be on Logan Collier. Checking in for the Aggies will be Amaka. Also, Jazz Luster comes in for Cameron. .12-point Cameron lead. At the free throw line is Clara Fernandez. Fernandez on the day, 3 of 4 from the line. And that one's too strong, no good. She has 6 points and 3 rebounds for the Dust Devils. Second free throw is too strong. Amaka grabs the rebound for Cameron, gets it out to Megan Hedge. Quickly to Ava, down to Jazz Luster. She's got a run out, and it's good. 91-77, that's the highest output of the season for the Aggies with 2 minutes to go in the game. Amaka knocks the ball away, comes back to Haines. She's going to keep it outside, gives it to Gear. And we got a foul down low against A&M International. A 3-second violation against International. Be Cameron basketball with 1:57 to go. You know, Eric, talking about Ava and shooting threes, you know, the record in a game she had with 8, and she did that about 3 times. And then she got 10, and Well, here's a pass down, steal by International and a layup by Gonzalez. And so she hit 10, and I thought, well, she's not going to come close to that again after being at 8 so many times. But she's at 9 right now. Here's another pass. It's knocked away. The Aggies getting a little careless with it with a 12-point lead, 101 seconds to go. You know, sometimes they say, oh, let's try to get Ava another look. I think right now it's just like,
no,
let's get the win and
let's
get off the court.
Let's get the win. That's right. That's the biggest thing.
Peterson gets the inbounds pass. Peterson still with the basketball. And she lost her dribble. It's almost stolen. Hedge ends up with it. We're down to 7 on the shot clock. Gives it to Amaka. She's going to launch a 3. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound. Jazz Luster almost had it, but it comes away to the Dust Devils. There's a run out down low and a foul by Ava Batiste as Clara Fernandez takes it to the hole, and it's no good, but she'll be at the line for 2. That'll be the second on Ava Batiste. Aggies with a 12-point lead, 1:13 to go in the game. Fernandez from Vitoria, Spain. She's a freshman. Won't be seeing her for a few more years. She makes the first free throw.
I don't think we're going to see 100. At one point I thought it was going to be close.
And she misses the second free throw, but Dust Devils end up with the basketball. She goes inside. There's Fernandez again. She missed the free throw, but she gets the layup. It's a 9-point game with a minute to go. Peterson with the basketball. Trying to get it to Ava Batiste, but it's knocked out of bounds by International. Coach Andrews just comes to the sideline and 2 hands out. Slow down. It's okay. Take your time.
Right.
Let's
Make them
not
foul
get
you.
Too flustered. So Megan will inbound it. And almost has it stolen away. Ava's going to end up with it, maybe, and she doesn't. It's on the floor, and it belongs to International with 49 seconds to go. Here's a run out, but Peterson gets her hand in there and knocks the ball out of bounds. It looked like they were going to have a wide open attempt at a layup.
Drama continues here
So,
at Aggie Gym.
Giulini da Silva Sa comes back into the game for International. They get it into Jaworski. They get it down to the Silva Sa, but the pass is too high, and Megan Hedge has the turnover. Having trouble with the basketball. They're going to triple team her. She finds Amaka, but they fouled her. So Hedge will be at the Tayo Chiropractic charity stripe. Patients receive corrective care at Tayo Chiropractic. Call them, go by and see them at 1818 West Gore in Lawton. Down to 39 seconds. You got to feel good about it right now.
Yeah.
So far it's been an 18-quarter point for Cameron.
I know that it was the first for us to go back-to-back. When's the last time we've had 3 wins? It'll be a curious thing. I have to get that from the sports information.
Well, not this season.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Well, because 2 was the first back-to-back wins.
So, Megan Hedge knocks down both free throws. It's an 11-point Cameron lead. Here's a pass and a shot underneath. It's no good. Follow shot no good. And Peterson has the rebound, and she's going to dribble it out. And she draws a foul with 26 seconds to go. Stephanie Peterson will go to the free throw line for the Aggies. You know, I like to see Ava score. I like to see her hit those threes.
Right.
I'd like to see her gotten another chance, but that's okay.
We'll take the Cameron win.
We will take the win. The Aggies will go to 7-6 in conference action. Stephanie Peterson has really stepped it up the last couple of games for the Aggies, especially at the free throw line. She knocks both of those down. 95-82, a 13-point Cameron lead. Here's Haines, gets it down court to Gear. She goes inside, and Ava Batiste ties her up with 20 seconds to go. Cameron basketball with a 13-point lead. So Hedge will inbound it. Gets it to Amaka. Going down that far sideline. She dribbled the ball out of bounds. Wow. 17 seconds to go. Well, the Aggies, that's going to be about 18 turnovers on Cameron. That's, again, that's a statistic that doesn't sit well with the coach, but 13-point win works. Gonzalez gets it off to Haines. Back to Galvorski. She goes into the lane, kicks it back out for a three. A shot's up, and it is good by Fernandez, and that's going to do it.
That's it. 10-point win.
So the Aggies get their 7th conference victory of the season, 95-85 over Texas A&M International. We'll take this break and be back and wrap this one up. Hey, don't go away, though. We got men's game coming up right after this. You're watching the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. Today's goal? Create a cake masterpiece. What do you think? I should let an expert like Bronwyn help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We know the right ingredients for your small business to succeed. See us for loans, cash flow tools, equipment financing, and more. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest.
No.
Watch Bronwyn create sweet art at our experts' website.
Smitty's Construction with Eastlake Villas has been in the construction business for over 30 years, inviting you to experience Eastlake Villa living, which features a gated entry, security cameras, handicap accessible, and over 4 miles of maintained walking tracks, and the peace and quiet in the sought-after MacArthur School District. To experience more of what Villa living is all about, call today, 585-7028. That's 585-7028.
Bridges and Buckner Dentistry at 1802 Northwest 52nd Street has over 32 years of combined experience. They serve Southwest Oklahoma for implant placement and final restorations using guided surgery and CEREC technology. This enables them to do same-day crowns in the office. Call to set up your appointment today or visit them online at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
Baby, it's cold outside, but it's warm here at Fluffy's Discount Liquor, Beer, and Wine. You do for everyone else. Now it's time to treat yourself. Always remember, Fluffy loves you.
Well, the Cameron Aggies have their most prolific scoring game of the season, a 95-85 victory over A&M International from Laredo, Texas. And Eric, that fourth quarter for Cameron, 22 points. That was their lowest quarter of the game. You know, we talked about not having a bad quarter.
Right.
And, you know, we had that game against St. Edwards. We had 4 great quarters, and this was the same thing today. We had 4 great quarters. Ava Batiste leads the scoring for the Aggies, 31 points, 9 of 14 from the three-point line for Batiste, and just one shy of her school record of 10 in a game. Again, she's the career scoring, three-point scoring leader. She's going to put that record way out of reach. at some point, it'll be hard for someone to overcome that. Megan Hedge had another great game, 27 points. She hit 5 three-pointers, 6 of 6 from the free throw line for Megan. Whitney Eaton got in double figures as well for the Aggies with 11 points. She also led the team with 6 rebounds. Eaton hit a couple of three-pointers in the game for Cameron as well. Stephanie Peterson had 10. She was 3 of 4 from the free throw line and had a three-pointer for the Aggies, as well as 5 rebounds and 6 assists. By the way, Hedge led the Aggies with 9 assists today. Other scoring, Jasmine Luster has her usually quiet 6 points. You know, every time we look at the line, it's like, oh, yeah, Jazz, she got 6. Good. Amaka had 4 for Cameron, and Carly Miller had 3. She had a three-pointer earlier in the game, and Michaela James had a 3 for the Aggies as well. So a lot of people scoring for Cameron in this one. Aggies did commit 19 turnovers. For the game, the Aggies shot 51%, their best. Without checking, I'm going to say that's their best